Welcome to the Kinkazoid Podcast, where you get some education on your form of stimulation. With your hosts, Royal, Chase, and Trey Proper. Buckle your seatbelts because it's going to be a wild ride. Let's get kinky.
Welcome. Greetings and salutations to another wonderful episode of Kinkazoids. It's your boy Trey Proper. As always, we got a great show lined up for you. Ladies, if you will, go ahead and introduce yourselves.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Royal. No tagline necessary. Just recognize she's a queen.
What's going on? It's Chase. It's Hayes. No matter how you say it, outside flavor stays in your mouth.
All right. So let's get into it here at Kinkazoids. We usually have some things lined up for you, and this week we did not deliver. So first things first, we got our position, got our sexual position of the week. This is none other than the magic carpet. Saw this one. I'm trying to be inclusive of everybody, something that everybody can do. Everybody can practice at home in their own leisure time. If you want to get it in, you want to change some things up, then this one will do it for you. We'll definitely hit the spot. So carpet, the magic carpet is basically based where both individuals are laying down horizontally. Sorry, I couldn't think of the word for a second. I almost said vertically. Laying down vertically, really try. Anyway, so both individuals laying down on the flat, you would need a mattress, probably on the side. Hopefully her arms are not too short so she can reach the ground, and you, sir, can reach the ground as well, or whatever combination of people you have. And this one is specifically, I'm sorry.
The combination of people.
I mean,
it tickled me. It tickled me. That's a good way of saying it.
That's a good way to say it.
Yes.
Pointed.
So this one is, specialized in G-spot stimulation or for anal sex for the back door. Put a little extra cushion in your pushing, a little extra weight on your play, whatever have you. Ladies, what do you think of this position?
It's cool. It looks like
that's a reaction that I always want to hear. It's cool.
I mean, listen. I don't have anything really bad to say about it. It just looks like one hell of an upper body workout. That's what it looks like. Because we both in plank position. So
he's not putting his weight on your back. Like, you not doing push-ups for two. No, he should be holding himself up.
I get that. I'm just saying it looks like, hopefully I'll walk away with an orgasm and a little bit of upper body strength. That's all.
See?
I think this position happens naturally. I feel like if you're tussling and rumbling in between the sheets, like we all do, at some point in some time, he just might lay down the pipe, literally. Like on top of you, and with all that scooting and power thrusting in them hips, you might end up having to hold on to the floor. Now the only thing that's gonna be not too good about this position if he gives you the okey doke with the KO at the end, and then y'all both end up flipped over on the floor.
The KO at the end.
KO at the end.
The knockout, like
that's a new one.
The I'm coming, and then next thing you know, everybody flying everywhere. There's kids spread everywhere. It's crazy,
Kids spread everywhere. Shit.
Hell of a way to describe that position. Right. To me, it's. I'm gonna use y'all vernacular. It's giving you was trying to run away from it, and you got stuck. That's what happened. That's what it is giving.
It is giving. Where the hell you think you're going? That's what it's giving.
This is. I am talking in your ear as slowly as possible, and I'm telling you about yourself during this position. So, I like this one. I like this one a lot.
That's some serious running though, because half her body is off of the bed.
Mm-hmm. And if you get with it, you're gonna lock your legs under her legs so she can't run nowhere. And it's all pelvic thrust from there. It's just all heave-ho going for it. Let's go.
Wow.
I've thought about this one thoroughly. Have you guys ever tried it, or is this the first time seeing it?
I don't think it's a try. I think I've done it because
it's like has it ever happened to you kind of situation?
Because I was getting thrusted because he was laying the pipe, and first it was the magic anchor, then it was the platform anchor.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
I go from that arch to that to that.
Yeah, I feel like doing push-ups today. Why not? You need to get some stuff going on the shoulders.
All right.
And I've done my fair share of running. Okay, I'm not ashamed to admit that. However, I don't think I've ever ended up in a position where half my body is off of the bed. It'd be a first for me, especially if I'm doing it on purpose. It would be a first.
I don't think you should propose it. I don't think, yeah, go ahead later, we're going to do that magic carpet. I don't think you should be saying that. It
That's what
should
I'm
be a
saying.
transitional move.
Yeah,
I agree
it's
with you both
definitely
there.
it's definitely something that happens in the midst. Like, I don't think everyone's hit this. This is something that just happens to happen if it gets to that point of it happening. You can
Mhm.
always stop this point if you feel like your stuff is getting to the edge. Be like, all right, you'll back up, and then that's fine. But like, if it happens, I mean, if you better just go with it, crawl with it.
Fair enough. All right, next up we have our toy of the week presented by Mrs. Royal.
Okay, so last week I gave y'all a little bit of the taste of the weird and the wonderful, right? So I decided to keep with that same energy, and I found this crazy looking toy, but it's called the Auto Blow AI. Now, what it is exactly what it sounds like. It is an automatic blowjob machine. So, fellas, if you're in the mood for that specific feeling and you don't have somebody to hook you up, then you have it out in the palm of your hand. And it's not necessarily battery operated. You just plug it in and it does its thing.
Now I'm plugging stuff in lube, electric and wet don't exactly mix with me. I don't know
But
about that.
they said
That's
it's designed to be safe. So I'm just looking at the reviews and stuff, and there's like 10 to 15 different modes. So it can give you like the full stroke. You can go from like midway and pump like this. And it's like they're again 10 different speeds. Um, and for those who may be a little girthier, a little longer than others, it comes with interchangeable sleeves and they're 100% silicone, and they supposedly work with all penis sizes.
okay.
Yeah, I
All
mean,
right.
and they said it's easy to clean. Just remove the sleeve, wash it with soap and water, and put it right back
So
where it
how
started
does
from.
you said it's like getting head? Like, is that what you said? Like,
It's like getting head. So basically, you just plug your dick into the machine and a little silicone treat,
This
and
is
it
like some Star Trek
strokes
shit right
you.
here.
It strokes you with the
and
same motion
it goes
that
both
you would be giving
directions.
that you would be giving, getting when you're
what do
getting a
you mean goes
blowjob.
both directions?
Look at the arrows in the picture. It goes. It's the I guess the contraption. It middle jerks you. It literally goes up and down to the
Yes.
base and to the head and back to the
Yes.
middle, and
And
that's
that's why I
different.
said it has different modes. You can stroke it however you want to stroke it, either from the base to the tip. You could do it just in a midway motion. There's a whole little area thing that you could, yeah. I'll post the different modes in the Discord, but like literally looking at the motion of this thing, it is exactly how you would think a blowjob is given. Like,
I've never wanted to have a penis more than I do now. Like, just to see what it feels like. Like, just to see like what's that? What that do? What that feel like?
It's it's a little. It does look. I'm not gonna lie. It looks a little intimidating, especially because they showed the inside view of it. But outside, it does look like some Star Trek shit. Looks like some tricorder. You know, I'm showing my nerdy side, but it looks like some shit you got in the replicator. Like I'm lonely. Star Trek, beam me up. Like
right.
I need some shit like that. But I wouldn't be opposed to it. The price tag it is on it.
Yeah, I was gonna say Habduser said it looks like it's an expensive purchase, which it is. It retails. So right now it's on sale, right? The sale price is $199.95. The retail price for this thing is $299. So a $300 purchase. And for that price point, I hope that it's giving superhead. That's what I hope.
It better make me a motherfucking sandwich after that. Not. No, I'm
You
good.
probably gotta light your own cigarette. Maybe if it came with its own lighter, like when you were done, like a light went off, and then next thing you know, like something came out with like a lighter, like, and then for your cigarette. I think that'd be cool.
I mean,
It gotta be good. Look, I needed to give self cleanup for $300. Like
yeah,
I need
I'm.
to
I'm
do
just gonna. I'm just gonna make a phone call for cheap. It's gonna cost me
Like
some
kind of
Chipotle.
like
That's what's gonna cost me.
like kind of vacuum cleaner. Like there's just a port that you kind of just click open and it just dumps
and
the
it
dust.
dumps everything out. Yeah.
If you made something like that where it collects and you just dump. Like obviously you're gonna have to clean through it because if you use lube or something like that. But like, why don't they have something that it just? Because at the end of the day, like I know if, if we all touch ourselves and stuff, we've all had to do our own excrements coming out of our
Yeah,
body at some point in time. But I'm saying like it once you have that post nut clarity, everything afterwards is like real nasty. So nobody
Mhm.
wants to like deal with that, right? Why don't they have like a little cup collection at the bottom? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it has like a little hole or something like that that it would just drip through, and it's like there's some type of cup collection. And then you just, you dump that out and then you put it back in. And then of course, you clean everything else. But I'm sorry, I don't want to like
I cannot
twist
see it.
and pull something out that's full of nut and then
True.
wait, and then like what are you gonna do? Like do like a sock and then like kind of turn it inside out to get the nut, and it's just like I want to deal with all that.
I'm looking at the comments. Jamaica said like an like an like R two
R2D2 thumbs up.
D2 thumbs up. I can't unsee it now. Now I'm just gonna be hearing in the back of my head. That's all I'm gonna be hearing. Like, nope, I'm good. I'm good. I'm just gonna make a phone call. I'm not gonna lie. All right, enough of that. Let's get into our first topic of the evening, ladies. Oh shit, this topic.
Oh wait, before we move any further, real quick, I just want to address the comment that just came across. Tick Hunter says, "I be disgusted with myself after I masturbate." Y'all
Yeah.
be angry? Seriously?
What have I said repeatedly? I don't like doing this shit. I should shutting up. Shutting up.
Listen,
No,
listen,
it's
listen,
not.
listen, listen. I'm sorry.
It's
I
not.
can't. I can't. I feel like for me, that is my personal time to get to know myself a little bit better. Okay. And afterwards, now the only reason I may be a little bit disgusted with myself is because of my search history, but we're not going to talk about that. But it's outside of that, just the feeling of like, I guess, closeness with myself and actually, knowing how to work my body. I'd be good. That shit puts me right to sleep. Good night.
I mean, yes, I go to sleep right afterwards, but going to do it is like fun and everything, but if there's like some form of aftermath cleanup, I'm like, like it just doesn't. It's not cute no more. Like, you know what
Mm.
I'm saying? Like, for example, like if I'm, being intimate with another person and they're down there doing their thing, everything's great, and they come back up and it's like I'm tasting myself off his lips, right? It's all cool and dandy, and looking at my stuff in his beard, it's like, oh yeah, you did that. About five
It's
seconds after we're done, though, and I look at him, I'm gonna be like, ugh, wash your face. Cause it's now I'm out of it. I'm out of the zone. I'm out
mm,
of the part in my brain that's like everything happening right now is the sexiest thing that's ever happened. So now that I have the clarity of it all and I'm looking at it and I know it's cold, please go wash
Okay, that part I understand because it's like it's cold and then you coming up for a kiss, and then for those men who have flavor savers, the flavor is saved in the beard, okay, and it's dripping, and then it's
it.
cold. Come on, like let's just real quick,
ah,
just keep a washcloth by the bed, y'all. That's it. That's it. Like honestly, you going in to do a specific. You going in there to do a specific act. Just wipe it off real quick.
yes. That's why you have special sheets or you have a towel down. Yes. But referring back to Tick Hunter's comment, yes, he commented again exactly, Trey. I'd rather have a partner and I'd be watching some wild shit. Facts. Except for the wild shit, I'm pretty even keel when it comes to my media in that area. But yeah, no, what's up, Big Herb? I should be giving this energy to somebody else, and also masturbation can, if you go too long where it's just you by yourself, it can become monotonous. It becomes very it can almost become mechanic. Like I'm here just to get a job done and that's it. Wipe it off, go to sleep. And it's no
Ever,
fun.
I guess I couldn't ask this question because I have in-house, but like, have you ever
She called you in house, homie.
I love you. I'm sorry. I'm just saying.
He's like, I got a
But
name, damn it.
have you ever preferred, like, if you've been in a steady relationship, I guess, have you ever preferred doing a solo versus actually having sex
Because
with
the
the
person
person?
was giving me lackluster performances, absolutely. Like, I could be my dick for
I'm
this.
sorry, can you repeat the question?
I said, have you ever preferred having a solo versus having sex with your actual partner? And Habduser, this is just a question, okay? I'm not saying that that's what I prefer. I just got to get a disclaimer real quick. Anyway, go ahead.
It depends. like if we're because I told you guys there's a 99% chance I'm not finna have any busted nuts during a intimate moment.
Mm-hmm.
If I feel like having one though, I'm gonna do it like right after, like while you're in the bathroom, like cleaning yourself off. Here comes Mr. Victor, and I'm doing my thing, and then I'm good, and I'm all set.
Mr.
Um,
Victor.
Victor, but
I got you.
yeah, yeah. Um,
I was just laughing at the name.
in the midst of it, like I kind of want to do my own thing while you're watching me do my thing. So I guess, but it just depends. It just depends. But if it was trash, oh hell yeah, like
Mm.
especially if it was trash. I've had many a times where I've done the shameful driving home, not even the walk of shame, the drive of shame, and came home and still had to do my thing, which was a
Oh
waste. Because
man.
then at that point, I'm wasting gas, and we all know during these times we cannot waste no good. We cannot waste gas.
Mm-mm.
Facts.
We gotta tell
Big
Mm-mm.
these
facts.
people if you're not going to agree to give me the A1, like the best of the best, the top of the top, do not ask me to meet you nowhere because this
It's either
gas.
that or I'm gonna need you to give me my $5.39 per gallon. I'm sorry, I
Yeah,
can't.
I'm gonna
I
need
need
you to do.
gas money.
I can't. I can't. It just dropped 10 cents here. Just dropped. I was going for broke.
Okay.
It's yeah. I like again. No, I'm not wasting my time. If I end up with some sub quality performances, I'm not gonna waste my time. Like no. You might become a breaking case of emergency type person to me. Like I've got no other choice. I know that's an easy kill. Sure, but I refuse. I'm not going that far. Not going that hard. All right. So, well, yeah, we can keep talking about this. I don't want to talk about this next topic. I don't want to do.
Oh,
We ha-
Oh, we
oh,
did?
oh,
Okay.
that's what's
Thank you.
up.
Thank you.
Thank you
And
guys for the
guys, on
follow.
your way in, if you can, like the video, drop a comment, keep in the comments. We do appreciate you here. We trying to grow. So thank you. We appreciate it. Who? Oh, what's up, Code 44? What's going
45.
on? Yeah, that's one of the Blur podcasts from our little network of
Oh, that's
podcasts.
what's
So
up.
thanks,
Thank you
guys.
guys for the
Thanks,
follow.
guys.
do I
And
sound low? Am I not talking as loud as you're used to me talking?
usually you're a little bit louder. Not in a bad way, but yeah, it is a little loud.
Oh, well, thank you, Herb, for letting me know. Appreciate you.
Said
It's
earlier
okay.
that I couldn't hear
Yeah.
you, but it's okay. I don't get my credit.
I said it louder, and you were like, "Yeah, I'm able to hear you now."
Because you were
So
talking into the mic. So I mean,
It's different when
uh,
we actually got into the conversation, but it's cool. Like
okay,
we
here you
was gonna work with it.
go.
I
Okay.
can hear you better now though. So the name of the show today,
we're gonna talk about it.
yeah, that's next on the list. I mean, I'll happily skip to the next one. So I'll happily skip over this one.
We gotta talk about it anyway. Just go ahead and do it. Rip the band-aid
No,
off. What you scared of?
we got time though. It's 8:48. We got time.
Hey, we got time. What's the problem?
Keep the people in suspense. Let's keep the people in suspense. Skip over it, and then we'll get into
You
it.
gonna skip over it? You gonna let him skip over it? That's terrible. All right.
All
Because I
right.
want the people
So
to be in suspense.
anyway, all right. Topic number. Fuck it. Let's go all out of order. Let's go backwards. Topic number 3.
Out of order now. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Chaos. Agent of Chaos. Let's go. All right. So how many of you out there are familiar with the name Corinne Steffens? Is it Steffers or Steffens?
It's Stephens.
Many of you may know her by her other name, Miss Superhead. I'm pretty sure everybody who's on this stream right now has seen that video or at least heard about that video. She's very accomplished in that area. But tonight we're not talking about
Probably read the damn book. I know I read the book. I don't know.
I did read the book. I'm not going to fake. I read the book because I was like, I want to hear about this. And it was not what I thought it was going to be.
Me either.
Yeah, I was like, this is not fun. But I started, so I had to finish it. So she is recently coming up. A clip of her went viral where she's talking about her two boyfriends, Lil Wayne, which we knew about, and Bow Wow. Good old Chad
One
Moss.
extreme.
Wow.
What? Like she went from one extreme to the other. Like how are you dating?
I
These
mean,
two
she likes short, diminutive men who have a lot of money. That's what she likes.
I guess
That works for her.
They
I
are
mean,
both short in men's
yeah.
scale.
Extreme. They're like 5. What is they? 5'5"? I don't know. Anyway, but in the clip, she was discussing her relationship with them and also that she's married. So of course, those who are not in various kink spaces are not taking too kindly to this. They're basically saying that, how could you do that to your husband? Because her statements were, to sum it up, I have two boyfriends. They call at 3 o'clock in the morning. They want me to go away on a trip for them for a week. I'm going. I'm leaving you with the kids, and I'll be back when I'll be back. And her husband is accepting of that. So, of course, he gets called various names. We're not going to go into that. But how do you ladies feel about that type of an arrangement, that type of situationship?
I mean, listen, if everybody in the party is having fun, do your thing, man. It ain't no fun if the homies can't get some, So like if she's doing her thing only, then I don't think it's fair to the husband. If the husband's the only person having fun out there, that is not fair to the wife. But if both of them are out there having the best time in their lives and everybody's getting tested, do what you want to do. If it puts a smile on your face, fine. Live your best life. I personally don't get it. I don't understand it because in my opinion, personal opinion, if you are in a open relationship, you want an open relationship because you don't want to have a defined clause of your mind only, you can't experience or explore other loves and likenesses in your life, then that's fine. Like that's cool because you're not legally married. You can explore all the options that you want. Um but if it's in the case of you're in this open relationship and you're with this person in the open relationship and you guys come to the point where you're like, you know what? I'm kind of liking you more, you're liking me more. Let's just do this. Like let's get married. Like we're really about each other. If you get to that type
Hmm.
of once you get married though, to me, once again, personally, I feel like the openness is ended. You chose to be with each other at that point. You chose to be with each other while dating. You also gave each other the option of still seeking and seeing who you feel you're compatible with and who you would like to date or see and everything while you're dealing with me. And obviously, in my time of me being with you while you were talking and dealing with other people, they didn't match up to moi. And the people I was doing it with didn't match up to you. So now that we're married, we do realize and we do know that you're my person and that's it. I've
Hmm.
looked other places and I've looked other places while with you and used the best option out of all of them.
Mhm.
So I feel like the openness kind of stops because you've allowed that person to find out if there's better out there besides you. And since you didn't, you mine now. So there's a
So you would be okay if the situation isn't open on both sides, not a what would did they call it a triangle? No, triangle means it's all going in one circle, but
It's a V. It's
a
a V.
V. Yeah, yeah. I was thinking upside down, but yeah, you wouldn't
Honestly,
be okay with a V.
it's more like a W in this case because she has two other boyfriends. But you know
Well,
what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't be
Not the
okay if
same
you were
W.
just because I think her situation is a little bit more intricate than just the regular poly situation where it's open on his end. As far as we know, I don't even know who she's married to right now. But it's pretty much from my opinion, just outside looking in, knowing how she has acted in social media in the past, it's probably closed on his end. He can't go do nothing else. He just got to sit in the house and accept the fact that he's got to kiss some babies when she comes back. So,
I mean, no, I feel like maybe if I think he might be doing his own thing on the side, but also at the same time, some people will choose not to. Just like the story that we did beforehand when we talked
mhm.
about the woman who had the guy that she was dating, and she was dating other people, and he was allowed to do it too, but he just chose not to. And people condemned her more. They're like, "Oh, well, if he's not choosing to, why do you get to do it?" It's like however it works for them is where they works for
Whatever
them. They
their
ain't paying our
agreement
bills.
is. It's honestly whatever their agreement is. And
Yeah.
that's, I mean, like I always say, people need to mind their damn business, but it's always true. But nobody is saying, we don't know what their agreement is. It could be open on both ends. He may not, just like the other situation, he just may not be choosing to go out and date somebody else. And if that's the case, why is it that the other partner has to stop doing what they're doing immediately if the other person decides not to date anybody else? If it's an open relationship and that's what we agreed upon, then that's what the agreement is.
Facts. It's just I'm just going off of her past actions. I know we shouldn't judge people on stuff like that. It's like I don't have that level of security, and I'll openly admit that I'm not secure enough to just let her go out and do that type of thing when knowing what she's been through and what's been through her. It's like, damn, you
That was
still,
been her. Oh my
still,
lord.
Lil Wayne can't be doing it that damn. You still, and Bow Wow. Like, come on, bro. Come on now.
Well, take the people away from it.
If it's a
Like,
separate,
take
that's what I'm saying. If it's a separate situation, then I can probably be persuaded. But
Right.
her specifically, talking about her specifically.
Okay. Just and I guess thinking about her specifically, I guess I could understand what the reservations are. But if we're just talking about open relationships in general,
Mm-hmm.
whatever the couple's understanding is that's what their understanding is. And the
Yeah,
way marriage don't work the same way for everybody. So you could be married and, you could still decide, okay, well, I would still like to date other people. And that's the agreement that you and your husband or you and your wife, you and your partner come to, then that's your agreement. Like one person's marriage doesn't look the same as somebody else's marriage. Like people
facts.
can look at me and be like, "Oh my God, I don't understand how you doing such and such and such," but that's just what works for me and my husband.
hmm
Is she's wait. I was Googling her. I know she was married to Eddie Winslow at one point, Darius
Mhm.
McCrary. Are they still married?
I
That
don't
kid, nah,
know. Is that the husband that
can't
she's
be.
talking about? Now, see, I got to Google it. I don't know.
Now I
I
got to
don't
look it
know.
up. Anyway, but yeah, I don't want to go off. I want to make sure I'm clear. I'm not trying to say that people in poly relationships or open relationships, whatever you choose, Jamaica's right. You can do what you want to do and live in color. It's up to you.
Mhm.
But when you're in the public eye, you are open to public speculation and
Right.
scrutiny. So people are gonna wonder. They're gonna like I just had to Google it. Like, who the hell is she married to anyway?
Mm.
And like shit, I knew she married him a while ago. I don't know if they were still married. Shit. So because there was a lot going on in that book. There was a whole lot going on in that fucking book.
Mhm.
Um, Checking out the comments over here on looks like YouTube. Genocide Circus A1. I only give A5. That's a steak joke. Huh. Monica. I'm sorry if I messed. I'm not gonna say your last name because I couldn't pronounce it. They might
It's
be able to.
presuming. It's
Presume.
presuming.
Kazumi. There we go.
Mhm.
I ain't want to mess it up. I ain't want to screw it up. Got it playing on my big screen. Thank you. We appreciate you. We love you for that. Thank you. Tell more people about us if they want to join the conversation. Bring their asses in the comments. Marbo5, what's up, homie? From TikTok, Tick Hunter. I'm too territorial for an arrangement like that. At least you recognize about yourself. All that
Right.
we can say is that you should communicate that with a partner. If there
Mhm.
is no intention, like I know I have varying levels of insecurities. I'm the same way. Certain things I'm not going to accept.
Mm.
And I'm not going to condemn you because you want to go down that road. That's on you. That's your choice. But I'm going to fucking communicate and tell you how I feel about it.
And
Ugh.
that's really the part that kills me because I know that we preach communication on the show all the time, but people really don't realize that a lot of the problems that you have, like a lot of the misunderstandings, could be cleared up with one conversation.
Facts.
Like people are so afraid of rejection or feeling a certain type of way about something somebody has said or done or whatever.
Hmm.
So they don't want to come out and have open and honest conversations in their relationship. And that's when you start with resentment. And that's when you start with the insecurities and not
Hmm.
being able to trust somebody. Like all of that could be solved if people learn how to open their mouths.
Big facts. I just wish people would be more like I've been in situations where the lady is doing something behind my back and it's like you could have just told me and I wouldn't take you as seriously as I'm taking you. Just
Right.
give me the choice. But a lot of people are fucking cowards, men and women. You don't want to run the risk of losing something, so you don't say anything. Don't be a fucking coward. Hell, that person might be open to okay. We just got to use condoms, and you got to go your way. And when you ready, you hit me up. This is called a jump off arrangement. You have been downgraded to jump off status. It's okay. People do it all the time.
And a lot of cases, it's not even a downgrade. It's just changing the particulars of your relationship.
Yes. Absolutely. And Genocide Circus deep in living color. All right. Okay. Damn. Burn through that one. Let's see. Now, one aspect of this, it does bring up a part of the portion of the conversation as far as that. Um, why do you ladies think that double standards for women are more taboo? Because a lot of the backlash is some people saying she's a woman, she shouldn't be doing this, blah, 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 blah. If it was a man, so it's worse for a woman to be basically more open than it is for a man. Why do you think that double standard is so bad for them?
It basically goes back to society and how everybody and what everybody's views are. These whole Puritan
Mhm.
values and views and bullshit, all that bullshit. It's more acceptable for a man to do something like this because they're like, oh, well, that's how men behave. You know, boys will be boys. It's hard for men to be monogamous and blah blah blah
Mhm.
blah blah. But for women, because we are like, I remember, just to use a quick example real quick, somebody saying to me that it's worse for a woman to cheat because we have to we're opening ourselves up for somebody, and you know we're receivers, and we hold on to stuff emotionally, and we're taking a part of a person like that. All of that is brought onto the woman, and we are expected to just be monogamous and be with that one person. So if we decide to step outside of our relationship or
Mhm.
to have an open relationship, then we're looked at as being in the wrong because we're supposed to be the one man type of woman. Like we're supposed to have this one person and that's it. And then we're not supposed to
Mhm.
do anything else.
Yeah, I mean, and that well, Chase.
Um, because women have had, like, Royal said, the mindset that women are supposed to be docile and to themselves, and basically have one man forever in their lives, and have
Mhm.
to remain this Puritan part in their body. Um, I feel like women get looked at horribly when it comes to open relationships, because how dare a woman not subject herself to be with one man only her entire life, to, you know, have a higher status. like, which is crazy to me. It's even said, like, even like now, like, I mean, like, let's say, like Trey, for instance, he just was talking about Corinne Stephenson. Yes, granted, she had a book and asked, and, like, being with a lot of men and all these things, like, that's automatically something negative
Mhm.
um put onto her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, you have service again?
If you're over
Yeah.
on Facebook, come on over to YouTube. Jump over to YouTube because
Okay.
yeah.
All right, there we
Namely you,
go. But
Deshay.
yeah,
No, we're not starting over.
um but yeah, so it's just like him having an issue with, the amount of people or partners that she had in the past, or because of her occupation or whatever may have you. It's just like it's one of those things where if it was a guy, it's almost like, oh yeah, okay, that's cool, that's fine. Like, nobody's gonna look at you
It's
twice
almost
over
expected.
it. Yeah, and, like, if a guy, like, keeps his eyes open and whatever, he's a bachelor. If a girl does it, she's a whore.
Yep.
Like, it's like
So
you so that's pretty much it, yes.
I'm just gonna say, like, and okay, I'm gonna be a little red pill on this one. But you understand the reasoning why they do that is because reason why a lot of guys, not all, take bringing that one back, is because of the biological imperative. Like we're genetically predisposed almost to spread seed, and that's it's kind of hard to get that programming out of your head. We are trying to be a little bit more progressive these days and not be as restrictive about things like that because we want women to have the same freedoms and rights that men do. I want you guys to have it. Now, as far as her specifically, it's pretty much because it's her specifically for me. I've dealt with
Mhm.
women who have been promiscuous in the past, and it's like, okay, all right. The world doesn't know. It's not on a grand stage. You can't Google your name and then a video of you and three dudes pops up. Like, and it's gonna kind of fuck with you, And then it's yes, that's an insecurity that I would have to deal with on my own. But part of the communication levels would be this is how I feel about it. So as long as
I
we
guess,
do that, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was gonna say, I guess my problem is that I've never known why, because I know there's always been a double standard when it comes to men and women, but I just never have known why a woman is considered used if she's had multiple partners, where a guy who's had the same amount of partners is looked at like he's like a player or whatever the case may be if he has the same amount of partners. Like I don't understand why that is.
Mhm. The classic reasoning is because of infidelity. Basically, the only way you could prove that your woman was not out there screwing somebody else and giving you somebody else's kid that would be the heir to whatever you have is that she would be a virgin. You'd be the first person to get it, and that's how you can prove I'm the only one that's been here. Nobody, everything else after that, they should all be my kids. Now it's not foolproof because after she get the first one, she can fuck the next dude. It's not foolproof, but that was the rationale behind it, and that's why a lot of dudes in the past were going to war about this. Look at Helen of Troy. She left her husband. I don't know if it's accurately as far as Greek history. I don't know, but she left her husband for another dude. Dude launched a whole bunch of ships to go get his bitch back because he was mad. He was like, "Nah, I'm not. She's not fucking some other dude. We gonna kill him." That's how they handled it. But that's the reasoning why it's always been that way. Again, it's 2022, so I'm trying not to trigger anybody, but we're trying to change some things. We're trying to change the way it's looked at, and women are viewed that way because you guys should have the same rights. Now, I will say this: there are certain ramifications that comes from in a society way that comes from being promiscuous, being out there, being if you there's a reason why women don't like to tell their body count because you don't want to be perceived that way because perception is everything in our world. Everything is on Front Street. So they want to reserve those things. They want to protect those things. They don't want everybody to know. So unfortunately, that's the way the world is.
Yeah, I had a dude straight up tell me when I was like talking to him or whatever, that he was interested in me and everything. He was like, "Oh, what's your body count?" I said, "Why?" He's like, "Because I just want to know." I said, "Well, what difference is that going to make? Like, what is that going to do for you?" And he's like, "Well, I mean, I don't know." I was like, "Well, are you gonna judge me for my body count? Because if I say one, you're gonna say that's not believable. If I say 100, you're gonna be like, you're disgusting. So, like, what difference does it make if I tell you my body count? Because at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. It's none of your business. Only business you should have and you should be able to request from me is if we get to the point that we're physically like, active with each other. If you wanna see my test results, that's the only thing that you're obligated to see and know about, to be honest. Like,
Mhm.
if a man was like, "I would like to see a printout of your recent test results," I got you. I will not fight you against that.
Right.
That's
That's a
perfectly fine
reasonable
because at
request.
the end of the day, that's
Mm-hmm.
your health. That's your health at the end of the day, and I
Mhm.
understand
Big facts.
but just like we all out here, we're all doing this right now. We're all breaking HIPAA just to get damn things to see if we got COVID or not, right? So like it's like you're gonna need if you need my test results, like if I do an at-home test before I could come to your house and chill, right? I'm gonna need
Mm-hmm.
a clinical test to see if you can slide it in or not, right? So I don't care. But it
It's
like
fair.
his point was, well, I will say that I definitely was raised with the concept of if a woman has too many bodies, at a certain age, then like she's not that valuable. Like she just gives it away. And so
Right.
what makes you think that this person's just giving it away? Like, what if each one of these people were my boyfriends? Like, like all of them just want to be my boyfriend. Each person was my boyfriend. Is it still giving it away or am I having sex with my man? Like at
It,
like,
it, it
so his but I don't want to say he was because he was from the South, but he was ignorant as in fucking English. But that's my thing. Is just like you're wanting to know my body count because to you the number means that I'm either higher in the catalog of women or I'm lower.
Mhm,
Like,
Right.
for those men who think like
mhm.
that. I don't look at men and go like, "Ugh." Well, I'll tell my guy friends, I tell my brother all the time how much of a whore he is because because he is. Like, I'm not gonna hold you, but at the same
Mhm.
time, I'm not worried about who you're screwing. Like, if you as long as you're not screwing somebody while you're with me, I don't care.
Yeah, that's where communication comes in.
Mhm.
Shit, I should have wrote it down. I had a point to throw in there. Um, shit, I had something. It slipped past me. Damn it. All right. So yeah, that's the combo. And if you guys have any comments, let's see. Shay, I want to sow my Roy. Ain't you like married and booed up? You still out there sowing Royal Oats? Okay. Let's see. And his was probably 276, including cousins.
Cousins.
The hell?
Where the hell we
Okay.
from? Alabama?
Oh, that's some Game of Thrones shit right there. We ain't doing that. Okay, you out there talking to Targaryens and Lannisters.
Lannisters all day.
Side note, Lil Trey, he's 14. He ain't had the chance. He never watched Game of Thrones. I showed him the first 2 episodes a day. He was hooked. All right. Late to the party, but still at the party. All right. So topic 2, going out of order.
I don't even know where the hell we at.
because we did thrown it all. I mean, it kind of flows though because we're going to be talking about intimacy contracts, which kind of
Mm.
ties into the whole thing that they're having because ultimately, Miss Steffens has an intimacy contract with her husband where she's allowed to step out freely and sow her royal oats.
Facts. I think Chase had a story
Yes.
behind
Mhm.
this particular topic. Chase, if you could touch on it real quick.
What? I'm sorry. I was looking at Ty's thing and I was like, "Oh, snap, Ty." I got distracted.
I was saying we talk about so we on topic two intimacy contracts and I was saying that you had a story behind this particular topic
About
with the
intimacy
with the
contract.
TikToker. The TikToker we talked about off of the show.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, guys. But yes, go ahead. Go talk about because I just my brain's not. I'm not. Go ahead. Whatever you guys are talking about.
So it was your segment, though.
Yes. So
um,
we're specifically talking about like, okay, if we're talking about dom sub relationships, if let's get into that portion of it.
Okay. Yes. All right. So with between DOMs and subs, obviously there's contracts that you have, when you have or a part of a BDSM um consensual relationship.
Hmm.
Um and when you're in one of these relationships, contracts do come into play, they come together. But for whatever reason, I've seen on TikTok that it was particularly a TikTok live. So if you've seen it and you know who this person is, whatever, if you haven't, whatever. Where the person at hand who is recognized himself as a dom was saying that there have been some women falsifying themselves as his subs where that contract or the agreement or conversation has not even taken place between the two. And this is dangerous, and they were quote unquote collaring themselves. If you guys know the significance of being collared, like, it's a really big deal when it comes to between a dom and a sub. And you can't do that yourself and then be like, "Oh, well, this person did that." Like, first of all, that causes a lot of trouble that you could possibly have in said that person's relationship with his other subs specifically.
mm,
Now this isn't like the geez, like the daddy's girls thing that still is going on. It's so sickening and disheartening to watch.
Right.
But is these women, basically saying, "Oh, well, I'm yours," whatever. And like we talked about this last week when we talked about BDSM and TikTok, where people have been going to TikTok using anyone on there who is inside the lifestyle, basically using them as their scholarly notebook. Where, yes, you can go there and get great information from anyone off the internet, but you should also still go into Google, Ask Jeeves, Bing, whatever you like to use, and
Mm.
receive your own information and look up your own stuff and study things yourself. Act like it was school. You didn't just get everything outside of your book to write a paper. You also went into Google Scholar and all those other stuff. Um, so when it comes to dominant subs intimate relationship, it's just taken very seriously, and I just think it's sick that there are people who are getting so weirdly infatuated with certain people online that they don't know. They just know the character that is being presented, and then being like, "Oh, well, I'm your sub now." Like, no, you're just a follower of mine. That's really cool. The fuck, that's a little weird. I don't know. But Mr. 90,000 followers over here, like, I know that you because like, you're in the medium as lifestyle, even if it's not full time, all the time and everything like that. And I know that you do make some little
some
tiny
content.
if if your followers request. I know you make some form of a content. How would you feel like if someone presented themselves as like yours or something in that forum?
I would first off, I'm a little petty, so I'm gonna probably put him on blast. No, I'm not gonna do that. I have a private conversation with that person, tell them don't do that shit because I don't know you. I don't know
Mm.
you, and also I've said it multiple times. First off, you offended me because you don't watch my shows and hear what the hell I got to say, and I have routinely said I'm not a pro in this. I'm still relatively new myself. There are some things that I just don't know about the space. So I don't come from a space of I don't speak from a platform of I know all this. I'm a dom. I don't do that shit because I can't
Right.
say I'm an expert in this. I've experimented, I've played around, and I've done things like that. But if I don't have an intimate connection with you, I can't possibly create a contract with you. So we can't do that. I do know that much. I know that we need to have some type of interaction before you start saying you a Trey's girl or some bullshit like that. Don't make that a fucking thing.
Not a Trey's girl. That's the
Don't
thing.
do that.
Hashtag it.
Don't do that. No. Block you. But yeah, it's
Like Popper's property or something shit like that. Anyway.
you giving too many ideas. You
Yeah,
giving too many
proper
ideas.
is
Popper's
like
If I
very
sh-
property.
better.
if I
Trey's
showed you
gonna
these
sound like
DMs, I'm
something.
glad they ain't caught on that I got a kinky show yet. They have not caught on, so some of them I have had to block because people can be both men and women can be overly aggressive about things and overly possessive about things. Like the moment I'm going to get in a relationship, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm probably going to get some hate mail. So because I've done shown up on other people's TikToks and I've gotten a DM like, so is that your little girlfriend? Bitch, that's my sister. What the fuck is the matter with you? So it's
jealous over TikTok. Come on now,
over
child.
TikTok. But I truly think that people just want to belong. They want to feel like they're a part of something. Can we say Trey's Bays? No. No.
Trey's Bays.
No. So serious. No.
Trey's Bays.
No. Blue Child when the beach is on the family tree. Are y'all still talking about the cousin
Yes, they
crap?
still talking about kissing cousins. I'm telling you, I'm trying not to read the comments. Okay. I'm trying to stay in the show right now. That's what I'm trying to do.
But to answer your question, Chase, no, I would not like that. I would not accept that. I would not take it. No, I would do everything I can to stop that from happening because I don't. I've had stalkers before. I've gone home and there's a pair of underwear on my apartment door and I don't know who that person is. It could have been one of 3 women on the property and I don't like that shit. So like I don't know you and I don't know why you would do something like that because I don't know you like that. I'm not one of the type of dudes who's like, oh, I'm just gonna get some extra pussy. No, I don't work like that.
It goes so much deeper than that, I guess. And that's with me speaking as a submissive because honestly, people need to stop playing around with it. You don't know anything about the lifestyle. You don't know anything about being in a dom sub relationship. And it's not okay for people who are actually into that lifestyle for you to make light of it. Because being collared is pretty much equivalent in my eyes as being married. You know what I mean? It's like a special union between a dom and a sub. And, for people to make light of that, and you going out and you buying your own collar and you saying that you belong to this particular person, that can be harmful to the dom that you're speaking to. You don't know what he's gone through as a person. You don't know what his growth is like as a dominant. You don't know, what his relationship is like with a submissive, or if he has a submissive, or whatever the situation, whatever his situation is, his or her situation is. And you sitting up here and you putting on this front like you belong to that person, you could be causing them all types of drama. And you don't know what's going on. Like that's
who
not
the hell is Katie 336? Oh, who?
Like I feel like we don't like to tell people like to use Grey's Anatomy as a liaison of like what the BDSM world is like.
You mean
But I
50
will
Shades
say
of Grey?
for a person who
Grey's
50
Anatomy
Shades
got BDSM?
50 Shades of Grey. You know what she mean? Come on now.
Oh, I know Grey's Anatomy is a show. I ain't know. I was like, hold
I'm
up.
sorry.
I have to watch this.
Did I say Grey's Anatomy?
You
You did say
did.
Grey's Anatomy.
Definitely did.
You
Yo,
did.
what you got over there in that? What's in your cup?
Nothing. I don't feel good. But anyway, right.
Okay,
Moving
fair
forward,
enough.
I will say that if you read all the books, if you watched all the movies, there is a scene in there where his prior submissive did pull a gun out on Anna and held that ass out at gunpoint.
Yep.
And because she couldn't disconnect from her dominant. She couldn't disconnect. She was so like deep in her submissiveness that she didn't know
Codependent.
how to function without him telling her what to do, how to do, when to do it, and whatever. And when
Right.
he had cut her dry because of how crazy she was getting, she went off the handle to the point that she stalked this girl, popped up in her apartment and was like, "That's my daddy, bitch." So like, have when I will say in that forum, I don't know if people can get people can get crazy without even having part of BDSM, period. But that's something that can happen. That some people are so like stuck on their partner. Like, what is it called? Fatal attraction? Like, I mean, like,
Mm-hmm.
these things
Mhm.
happen, you know? And so
Yep.
if you have something like that that's so intimate and contractual and like, you know, a person, especially when it comes to a person releasing and themselves and letting somebody have a majority of control if they allow so to themselves, it could be pretty damaging if they see somebody else moving on, or you know, they see them talking to other people online, or other people like, "Oh, this is my dom, this is my part, or this is my, what do they what do they call them? Damn, I can't remember the name, but instead of like dom, it's like something else. But it's just like it's not something to play with.
Hmm.
It's
So that's like
not.
I
my whole
agree.
thing. That's like we said last time. It's like you said last this week, dear to it. Stop using TikTok as your resource, your main line of resource, and stop fantasizing about these people that you don't know and everything. And
Right.
Hmm.
everybody stop making freaking group online submissives. Please. Please stop that. Like,
I said
please.
people just want to
If you're
belong.
going to have a submissive and they're going to be far away, let it be that one person. Or if you're gonna have like 3 or 4 of them, let them be by themselves. Let them be individual subs, okay? Stop making these groups of subs and y'all are all together in these text messages and talking to each other, and one sub gets mad because she gets less time than other. Stop it. Literally, it takes away the community. It takes away the connection. To me, personally,
Mhm.
it takes it away.
I
It
don't
doesn't make
understand how
it
people.
doesn't make me it doesn't make me feel like anyone feels special at that
Mhm.
point.
Right.
And that leads me to this thought process. I don't understand how people can do that shit long distance. Like, I but that could be me as well, because the way I'm set up, I have to get my hands on you. I got to see you in person. I got to smell you. I'm a touchy feely dude when it comes to that level of intimacy, even in the play space. So I could never understand doing it long distance and having, you know, that type of relationship, and you're on the other side of the country. Like, I don't get how I don't see how people can do it. And it to me, it doesn't seem like it's real when they do. Like,
Right.
it doesn't. It to me, it doesn't matter until you're in my face, until you're
I
here.
I think it's the
There's some
buildup of
people,
it all, honestly.
yeah.
That's fine, but it has to be a payoff. It can't be a payoff
There's
for a
someone on
weekend.
TikTok that has something like that. Like
Yeah, I was gonna say she has it
three
long distance dom.
she has 3, 4 she has 3 doms and like 4 submissives.
Wow.
Is this the
Yeah.
black girl with the braids? She had
Yes.
braids or something like that?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
And
that really
like
narrows it down.
and
I know,
she
right?
has that, and like they're long distance, and like I said, they have like a Google schedule and all this other stuff. And she had I mean, if you're able to do that and that's your thing and it works for y'all, that's great. I personally wouldn't be able to do, like, I can do a long distance relationship, right? But
Mhm.
I wouldn't be able to
That
do a
pop
long
up is
distance like
real.
dominant and submissive. Like
Yeah,
I wouldn't be able to do that because like, you know, like Trey said, like Imma need you to be here. Like, I can make threats all day, fam. I can make that like, it's almost like it's not like I've had a person say to me that I can only give you a good girl in certain ways because you're physically not here to actually achieve the good girl. Like, it's
right.
yeah, if you did this, like, one little incentive thing, like, sure, I can do that, but, like, if you're not here, I can't physically really show you how much of a good girl you've been. So me saying it, it kinda loses its luster. So
And
and I totally get that.
I get that, but it's just like I think it's Keisha Menina, I believe, in the comments, she said that pop up is real, which is 100% facts. Okay, because even if you
Preach.
aren't living, if you're living separately from your dom
Mhm.
or your sub, the fact of the matter is that when you're not with me, I can do whatever the hell I want. It's if and that's me speaking from a brat perspective. When you're not with me, I can do whatever the hell I want to do. Okay. Like I don't need to follow your drinking water rule. Who needs to go outside and exercise? What? I
That
can't have coffee. That's lies. Now, that is
ooh, that's liquor. That is liquor.
that is me. That's me. That's how I would react. But
That
the fact of the
TikTok.
matter is that I am going to push all of your buttons, regardless of if you're near me or not. And but then when you pop up on my ass, That's what I'm looking forward to. That's what I want. So I think that's what, you know, people are dealing with when you have those long distance dom sub relationships. You're dealing with the buildup. And
Well,
it could
I
be the
get that.
buildup to my punishment, my
Mhm.
reward, whatever. But
Yeah,
it's, you know, it's
I was gonna say,
anticipation.
I my nose ring is like really like bothering me. But I was gonna say, like what you were saying, like building up to it, like because I just
Mhm.
had a conversation with a person about long distance relationships or relationships in period. And like, yes, getting up to a point, and I've been in one, and it sucks. It sucks getting to a point of like, oh, I can't wait to see you, blah blah blah. When we do this, like it's like yes, the adornment and like the yearn is there, but
Mhm.
like at the time, it's like depending on our schedules and depending like, we're all adults, and we
Right.
all work,
Mhm.
and not everybody has a remote job. Not everybody can travel with their work and, just
Hmm.
hang out all day and while I'm working or, whatever the case may be. So it might have to be a short weekend thing. And if it's a short weekend thing, like I would rather the cuddles and the nuzzles and the good pleasantry than have like half of my be punishments and punishments. Like we don't have
Right.
time to sort this out. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to
Yeah.
leave with like a sore ass. You feel what I'm saying? I want to be able to like, like maybe the night beforehand just so I can feel it on the
Mhm.
ride back home. But like I also
Mhm.
don't want to have to be properly served up to the things that I
Wait,
live
wait.
far away. And even though we did discover the app for things like this, like, in that
Mhm.
case, for having that app,
Mhm.
being able to check in with your dom and check in with your sub and be able to tally your task and earn points and stuff. We get like a
Mhm.
Starbucks reward card. Anyway, like, so yeah, like we're able, yes, we're able to, to do that, but it's still, there's nothing like an actual, and it's not always about touch. Sometimes it's about a person's breath. Like, not like smelling their breath,
No,
but like,
you're right.
No, I get it.
like the closeness of it all and everything. Like you could feel
Mhm.
love
Mhm.
from far away, but it's nothing like actually feeling it and the breath on my neck or your neck or whatever the case may be. It's just the little things that, come and tell to it.
Right. I get that. I'm just saying. So I think honestly, if I was, still available, if I was to have a long distance relationship,
Disclaimer.
disclaimer, if I was to have a long distance relationship with a dom, I would probably need to be within driving distance. Like I don't have to drive more than 3 or 4 hours or something like that. Like that for me would
Like an
probably.
hour.
You think an hour? Okay, here. Let me just put
When
this
I
in.
want it, I want it.
Let me put this in perspective. You live an hour away from me almost. Like you're
Exactly.
40 minutes away from me. So
Hmm.
I don't consider that long distance. I just consider that we, live in different cities within the same state.
Still got to get stamps to go down there. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it right there.
Shut up. Shut up.
Y'all too far away.
It's not even that far away. But yeah, I mean, like I'm just saying, as long as it's within driving distance, like I can get in my car and I'm on the road for maybe a couple of hours or something like that. That wouldn't bother me. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So it's just it really depends on whether or not you're willing to work for it. You know what I mean? Like if you're willing to work with that person and work towards your relationship, and
Yeah,
that's really all it depends on.
facts. I mean, I totally agree. And it's you got to earn that shit. You got to earn it. Uh, okay. What else do we have? Uh, so with everything that's been going as far as these TikTokers that we've talked about in great extent, I really think it is something that is, how should I word this? Talking about sparking interest and curiosity. Because a lot of people are curious in these spaces, they want to learn more. Um, I think we've done that before. I think we gave reference on what they can do to find other things. I
Yeah.
have no idea.
Well,
Yeah, we definitely have.
Yeah,
yeah, we talked about it
yeah.
beforehand.
And also share this with your friends. Like the
I
video.
think I think what we should probably do, just to reiterate it, is definitely leave some links in the Discord.
Mhm.
Some type of resource material for those people who are actually looking to form dom sub relationships, and give them
Mhm.
something to read. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff
Yeah.
to study. Like, because even with us, even though
And
we're
throw
all
50 Shades the fuck away.
throw it away, throw it away, throw it away. Like when I read it, it was good for what it was, but it's not the manual for BDSM relationships. It's not the manual for dom sub relationships
Mhm.
at all. So yeah, I'm just saying, we can throw a couple of links in the Discord and just give you guys, some starting points, because even though we're all in the lifestyle, we're still not gurus or anything like that. You know what I mean? Like,
Hmm.
we're all learning as well, and we're all in different steps in our journey in this lifestyle. So yeah, definitely we'll post some links in the Discord for you guys at a later time.
Big facts. All right, and link to the Discord has been dropped. All right,
Yeah.
so
Oh my God,
Yeah.
crazy. If you live
But
in Waldorf or Baltimore, you might as well be in another state. So I can't. So I can't with y'all.
I
There are literally
mean,
other parts of Maryland besides PG County. I'm just saying.
we don't claim them bombers. What are you talking about?
We don't claim Baltimore, but Waldorf though. Waldorf is a legitimate part of the DMV. I don't want here.
Barely, barely. I've seen a couple of flags down there that don't go. I mean, but all
If
flags are
Waldorf,
supposed to
if
go off.
Waldorf is not a part of the DMV, then where I'm at is definitely not included whatsoever.
Exactly, exactly.
what about TikTok people? Have you guys you wanna talk about the thick thighs on TikTok?
Just the last thing on the list that we got to.
Just saying, thick thighs save last. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah.
It's Hoochie Daddy season! Oh, it's
Easy,
Hoochie Daddy season! Hoochie Daddy.
y'all.
It's
Hoochie
Hoochie
Daddy
Daddy.
season is
I don't have
upon
the
us.
ocular power to roll my eyes even harder than I'm
Oh,
already doing.
it's Hoochie Daddy. You mad? You is mad. We was talking about Trey Styles yesterday.
We was
We
talking about
can't
this
wait,
yesterday.
man. Once he get them sun on them things, woo! We about to be outside with it. I can't wait for the Hoochie
I
I'm
am
Daddy.
a
sorry.
chocolate man. I
Your
don't need
thighs
the
are
tan.
a little light
You
skin, okay?
you
You
do
got like
really
the bottom
not
part of your
you
thigh was
correct.
your
Yeah, you
complexion,
need
but when you
mercy
reached up a little higher, it was looking like me in the
natural
thigh. I'm just
restoration.
saying. You were looking like me in the thigh. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, you need a you do. You do. You definitely got the top part looking a little trees. A little nice.
Yeah, looking a little light.
Little yellow.
I
Little
don't
yellow.
get it. I truly don't get it. But
You get it. Anyway, it's Hoochie Daddy season, y'all. That's right. Gals and guys and gals, your
please
favorite men of the
explain.
internet and in your life coming outside with the thigh meats and print.
Guys.
If
So
it's available.
if
Print
y'all
not
are
included.
following us in
It
the
may be
Discord,
available.
if you're not, you should be, because I just posted a video about Hoochie Daddy season. And for what Hoochie Daddy season is, what that means is, fellas,
Don't
your
do that.
thighs is out. You hear me? Your thighs
Not
is
hey,
out
Black Tank. Get
all
the fuck out
summer
of here.
2022. You understand me?
With the
Yes.
pictures though? Come on,
Yes.
bruh.
Come on. Look, come on with the shorts. We love to see it. Look at these pure, beautiful examples of the Hoochie. Woo, that's a thick daddy on top of a thick truck. Come on now. We love to see
All
it.
right,
That
I'm gonna
Hoochie
be.
Daddy season.
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
Honey, we
yes.
love to see it. Y'all better sell out H&M, American Eagle, Forever 21, Savage Fenty, just
Listen,
Nike.
and
You better
Amazon got
get the
y'all
Hoochie
covered
Daddy
too.
on.
Okay, Amazon got y'all covered too. So just go ahead and purchase your teeny tiny shorts this summer. Trey, I'm trying to tell you, put your shorts on, show how your thigh meat out, your chest out, all
If
of
you
that.
ain't looking
Okay?
like
Make
a
sure your beard look good.
1975 Globetrotter, I don't want you. Okay?
Do you
I need
realize I'm a heavy daddy? Like I
What does
can't be
that mean?
doing.
What does
what does
that
that
Like
look,
mean?
I
I
told you about
got
wearing the
too
Hoochie
much
Daddy
back here
shorts
to be
around
having
me.
some damn super ass tiny ass shorts
Now that's
bunched
gonna be
up
me
in the.
this summer. I'm gonna be pinning somebody's son up against the wall. That's
Just
right.
saying.
That's
Just
right.
saying.
It's gonna be me.
Now listen,
The
I ain't
bad
putting
part about
nobody's
all
son up
this
against the
is
wall. But
why she
hold
got him
on,
One
pinned
hand
against the
on neck,
wall.
other
because
hand
What?
on
Habducer some
thigh.
shorts. Habducer
One
got some
hand
nice
on neck,
thighs. I
other
might need to
hand
get
on
him
That's because
thigh.
some
he's a
Hoochie Daddy
Marine.
shorts.
They had to wear them when he was working out.
I'm just
Nah,
saying,
man.
he got some
Nah,
nice
man.
thighs. I might have to get him
Daddy
some of them joints.
we love to
I'ma
see it.
show be looking all season long. Really,
All summer long.
1980s
really.
basketball shorts. Gas prices is too high. That's right. Thick thighs say that. So we went from dingaling and spring to man to thick thighs summer.
Yes, man thigh summer.
Yes,
That's what it
yes,
is.
yes. We love to see it. Now, I know
Him
a
a
lot of guys are
thickums.
not used to the hoochiness of it all. We know that you are not used to the hoochie shorts. We know this might be your first time, but we
Right.
want to prepare you, okay? So Hoochie Daddy 101 on how to make sure you don't burn your skin off in the middle. Okay. If you are a thick thigh fella, okay. If you got two some to do something, three some to have some, and four some more fun, we need you to make sure that the inside of your thighs is taken care of and well protected. Now, that Under Armour and all these like Nike, all these other like, athletic, like, sporting shops, they do definitely have just like if you did like wrestling or like bicycling and everything, they definitely do have undergarment. And I don't want to say undergarment, but like it's not long johns, but you know what I'm saying? They have things to wear underneath your clothes,
The
okay? Because
undershorts of
it's
it all.
definitely not like I was gonna say something like shapewear, but it's not shapewear. You get
No,
but it's in the same essence. It's in the same essence of shapewear. It's something to wear underneath your clothes so that
it's
way
like body armor,
it's like
kind of
body
like that
armor.
type
It's
of thing.
sleek, it's more fitting and everything, so you don't want the middle of your thighs to burn the fuck up because chafing is the devil. If you guys don't
Chafing
know
is
what
the
chafing
devil.
is, it's for thick thighs that rub together
Can
and
I
it
just
just
wear?
sticks.
Can I just wear
It's just
basketball
friction.
shorts? What happened to them? Can
No,
I just do
no,
Nope,
those?
it's
no.
just friction.
I'm trying to
That's all
see
it is.
all of the thigh
It's
meat. I
friction.
don't need shorts that drop below your knees. I need you to bring them down
All
to
of my
about
short.
three,
See,
four
this the
inches.
other. This the other thing. You had to before the call. You had the nerve to ask me, "Do you have them on?" I don't pay them shits. Where am I
I'm
get
just saying.
my?
I'm just saying
These all look
you
like
could have made
underwear
the
to
store
me.
run. You could
My
have made the store
drawers
run.
look like that. Like I can't make a store run for some shit
Well,
I ain't
I
gonna
will
wear.
say some things that can help is wearing longer boxer, like the ones that do have the extended boxer, uh, thigh part to it. That could also help.
Yeah,
Um,
because otherwise it's gonna
yeah,
fall out. Like it's like
no. You don't have to wear the hoochie daddy shorts like, up to your jingly dangly parts, obviously. But a good mid thigh cut would be delicious, to look. Especially you got some toned thighs. We love to see it. All right. But also
Hmm.
make sure if you have there's some type of chafing powder, there are chafing creams that you could
There
put
are
in between the
chafing
thighs
gels,
so that
definitely.
they don't rub. And you also a good trick that a lot of women do is deodorant. Okay, is
Hmm.
just sliding some deodorant up and down the inside of your thighs so it works. If
I
you're a
got some
guy,
degree on my knees.
Listen,
get some
deodorant,
get some secret
Vaseline
deodorant,
works.
because the gel will not work. And I know a lot of guys, some
Can't
guys
do the
use
gel.
gel deodorant.
I
So
can't do the
get
gel.
No, the
like
Gel
gel won't
breaks me.
work.
yeah, get a deodorant stick. You can go buy women's deodorant, Secret. Some men use Secret for their underarms because it smells better and it lasts better. But just get some in for the in between your thighs, just so it stays longer and you're not going to be burning skin potholes in
So
your
you
Mhm.
get down there and you smell some secret. You ain't gonna be funny about it. You gonna be all right.
First of
Yeah.
all,
Okay.
if you mean funny as in, am I going to be like, what bitch
Why
you
do you
had
smell
over
like
here?
that?
I'm
Like,
gonna be
why do
more
you smell so
concerned
damn
about the fact
floral? Like,
of
why
That
do you
too.
smell like that?
That too.
I'm gonna be more concerned of why was you letting a girl's armpit slide up and down the inside of your thigh? Like, what are
Yeah,
you
she
into?
got into that. She got in there.
like what are you in? That's a
Oh,
better
boy.
question. Like, I don't got a question if you cheating.
Hey,
What
hey, hey,
what freak are you
Ty.
into to let somebody's armpit slide up and down your thigh? Like, what's going on here? Is something
Hey,
you
they
want to
might
tell
be
me about?
into it. Some people like
Hey,
fucking
they
armpits.
might just be into
I'm
it, but
just
I
saying,
need
they
to
giving
know
pit
that.
jobs now. We moved on from hand jobs. Now it's pit jobs. That's what we doing.
It's pit jobs. Like, you
No,
got
I
somebody
said
down here
some
pit
people like
jobbing you?
that.
Yeah, like, do you have somebody sucking you off like this? Like, I just need to know what's going on. Like, what is happening, Um, but yeah, like I can't wait because like they always talk about sundress season is here, sundress coming. We seeing ass shaking and da. I'm
Yeah.
seeing some thighs jiggle this
That's
summer.
the right.
That's right.
So one
I'm
thing I've noticed from the pictures you guys selected, ain't no real they're large stature guys, but ain't no heavy dudes. Ain't no BHWs y'all picked out. So I don't see where I fit into this whole diagram that y'all trying to lay out there. I ain't see no big dudes wearing these jumps.
First of all, big men have these shorts. I was
They do.
unable to find big men wearing these shorts in nice pictures.
That's
They
all
were
right.
nice
That's all right.
pictures.
Because I'm about to
There were
Google it
pictures
right now, and I'm
available.
gonna
It just
post a
wasn't
nice couple of
available to
pictures for
review.
you in the
It ain't
Discord.
10 o'clock yet.
Just saying.
I'm not doing all that. That's too much right now.
Uh-huh.
Majority of them was
Uh-huh.
on TikTok, and to get them to play and all that other stuff, the time we had, it wasn't
Mm-mm.
gonna work.
I don't
But
know. Gentlemen in the
now,
comments, y'all wearing I see
like
Crazy
T could
said the only
ask,
place I'm
how
wearing
do
his shorts is so small is to the beach. They swim in
yeah,
trunks.
and
Let me tell
T
you
has
what.
asked like how
I'm gonna
don't
need a
these
whole ass. I'm
uh,
gonna need a whole short set. I'm like, I need the whole thing to come together.
but Tika's asked like, how don't these shorts like ride up? Now, like we told Trey yesterday, you do not have to buy the tight fitted hoochie daddy shorts. Like nobody wants any accidental rips or improper bulging because there's a difference between like, oh shit, you see that? You see it? You see the print? All right now, not long as we both seen it. That's it. I don't want to see like straight bulge coming out the shorts. Like that's too much. That to me feels like you're gonna get a yeast infection. I don't know. I
Mm,
don't know. I don't want to see all that. I don't want you getting a UTI. Any other I don't know, but I don't want you getting disturbed down there. You can buy loose fitted hoochie daddy shorts. Like there's Nike.
Called
Nike has some
tennis shorts, but
champs,
yeah.
yeah, tennis shorts, or Champion has some. Like you can find some loose ones. You can definitely find some loose.
mhm.
So you'll be able to be okay. They won't ride up. OD. Now, if you got some cloth eating thighs, I don't know what to tell you. Um, like my nephew, he walks a little pigeon toe. So when he wears shorts, at some point in time, those shorts go from here to, to like
I'm just
here.
saying, let it ride. That's all I'm saying.
And then my mother be like, "Get your shorts out your stuff. Get
Thank you.
your shorts out
Genocide
your stuff." Get your
Genocide Circus says, looks like they got those pictures from DXL and Big Guy magazine where they just get some tall guys, tall guy models, the clothes, and no actual thick boys. Like there's a difference. Like
No,
Wait,
Kane,
that's all right. Hold up.
the baby security guard, Kane, like he wears Coochie Daddy shorts. There's a lot of big dudes that I've seen on TikTok with Coochie Daddy shorts. Like you just have to be able to find something that fits you and looks nice, and something that doesn't have that it's not close to your thigh. I feel like if it's not close to your thigh that much, then you
mm,
wouldn't have a problem. If y'all don't have a problem wearing basketball shorts, y'all wouldn't have a problem
but
wearing these.
that's the thing about basketball shorts. They can ride up. They can ride up, but it's not going to be all the way up my like these things will turn into a thong on me. Dead ass.
Popper, I just I just tagged you in the post in the Discord so you can see what I'm talking about.
Going to the Discord.
Now, I'm not
Everybody
saying
go
that
to
you
the
gotta get
Discord and
this
take a look.
actual outfit.
I,
So I'm
I
not saying
want
to
to
get this actual outfit. I'm just saying that there are options out there for thick men too.
Y'all going to have to give me
you
some
just got to
options.
get them a little bit more looser, you know.
A romper.
Popper, the 2-piece sets.
I feel like you do. I think you do fine.
Producer, grab this picture,
Hey,
put it on the screen, Joe.
hey,
She didn't put
hey,
a romper in this Joe, man. What is this?
hey.
What
Listen,
is
listen,
this?
listen. I'm just trying to show you that there's stuff out here for thick men too. That's
I
it.
don't know, bruh. I don't know,
You know
bruh.
what romper is? Because that ain't no romper.
That's not a romper.
It
It's
looked
a
like it's all
2-piece
one
set.
piece.
That's a 2-piece.
It all looked like it's one to me, but I mean, it could be a two piece. I could be wrong. I just don't know.
And
Y'all
plus, you
thick
guys
people
have
save lives.
dangalangs. You know what I'm saying? So y'all naturally kind of walk a little apart any which way, like just a tad
Mm-hmm.
bit. Whereas women are used to like this. So my shorts, I always have to pull down my shorts like I'm a dude fixing myself. It's
Bless
like
you,
the most
Cheesy. Bless you.
annoying thing in the whole entire world.
Ain't doing no activities in that shit. Ain't playing no basketball. Ain't playing no volleyball. I ain't jogging. This shit's gonna end up being a thong because
Mm-mm-mm.
my thighs are together. Like nah. I
You
like
ain't
to
no
see what kind of junk. I like to see what kind of junk in the trunk. Just keep this shirt off. Then that's fine. I'll go shirtless before I put them shoes on. And yeah, I'm a beach guy, so yeah, catch me on the beach all summer. Trey, you like the beach? I'm fitting you in now. Yo, stop it. Go sit down. Um, so you mentioned sundresses. It's only two guys in the comments. They ain't. We gonna lose this one anyway. I was gonna say, what do you think is more head turning, sundresses or this shit? But we gonna lose this one hands down.
I don't know, depending on how big that print is.
Saying, say I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give my vote to sundresses. Now,
Oh,
don't get me wrong. Like I'm trying to see some thigh meat this summer. However, I want to say that the sundress thing is more attention grabbing because you're gonna look at a woman's ass before you look at a man's thighs.
you and Hubdus are gonna be like, damn.
Just saying.
Yeah, let me get sundress. Sundresses are, they're amazing. So you also made the statement, Chase, that you about to slut this nice skin out. So does his body count?
I'm finna slut this out.
He didn't know he was what a freak was till he met me. I'm gonna slut this nigga
Mhm.
out. What? You said what?
Open up like
What
I
was the
said,
spigot.
so
question?
does his body count?
Does his body count?
Hmm.
No. I
Mm-mm.
told y'all, them test results count. That body count don't count to me. I don't care how many times you flipped it up, served it, and sliced it. I don't care if he was in the water, if he was in the mountains, if he was in the creeks. I don't care if he was fucking 80 people at the same time. How you was slipping and
Damn.
sliding out at all of them like that, I don't know. But
Slipping and slush. She's so graphic. She's so damn graphic.
as long as it but here's my thing, and obviously, like, there's a separation between church and state and all these other things,
Hmm.
but I was on TikTok and I did hear, like, a couple people have said this, but I kinda just skipped past it, but it was a pastor and he was, he's one of those, more modernized pastors, whatever. I think he's, like,
Hmm.
maybe around my 35 something, but he said something along the lines of the reason when when he said it, I was like, "In church?" But anyway, he said, maybe the reason why some men end up having erectile dysfunction is because you were so used to passing your shit along to the next girl, the next girl, the next girl, because one person just didn't satisfy your needs. You went to the next girl. So when you find someone that you're like, "Oh, yes, this is my girl," when it's time to perform, when you're ready to perform and you're not able to do it because it's like you've done it so many times and you've lost yourself so many times to all these women that you're realizing that not one girl is really going to satisfy you because you kept passing along to one buck instead of staying with one person, working on it and everything like that and then moving to the next thing. So I will say to some because I've experienced it myself, like where there was a time where I'm not a whore, maybe a little slutty or whatever. But I would know that at one point in time that I was making movements and everyone was just like boring to me because they weren't doing enough for me. And I thought it was because like, oh, I make this great connection with this person. It was awesome. We can do it. And then we did. I'm like, this isn't satisfying me, this whatever. But then when I did go with a person, I was like, oh, like this is gonna be great. It was great, but because it wasn't the experience that I was looking for, it kind of like it took it away from me. So I feel like, have sex with whoever you want to do, whatever you want to do, but just make
Hmm.
sure that you're doing it reasonably and you're not just passing along to every fucking person who has a pulse coming towards you. That's all.
So you
I
mentioned
forgot what
ED.
purpose was.
Hmm. I'm surprised they talked about that, but you mentioned ED, but most of the time ED is basically either psychological or physical. So it's not, in my opinion, I don't think it's because somebody's passing things along. They just either they start having a guilty conscience somewhere along the lines and they just can't
But
perform.
when you're
Maybe
saying
Performance
because
psychological,
anxiety.
that's what I'm saying. Like it's the
mm,
thought process. It's just like you've been easily able to just do this
mm,
with any person. So then this one person comes along, whatever, it doesn't feel the same. You don't get the same feelings anymore because it's just been given
mm,
without regard or anything like that. So when it comes to this one special person who you really want to do it for, it's like in your brain it could possibly just, well, this is just another one. As much as your heart is in it, your mind not
mm.
might be matching with your heart at the same time.
Facts. I can agree to that. The Haunter on YouTube. What up, Trey Culture Live? What's going on? Thank you for joining us. Make sure you like the video on the way in. Everybody, make sure you like the video on the way in. Ty, have reasonable expectations. Yep. And how do you set those?
Facts.
Communicate.
Communication.
My imagination will be wild, and I'll be waiting. I'll be wanting what I was dreaming. Yeah. And if you let
Yo, but that shit is real. Okay, that shit is very real. And okay, so I don't know if I don't know if because I know we've touched on wet dreams before, but like, have you ever had some really raunchy shit happen in your subconscious, and then it's like you snap out of your daydream or wake up from your actual dream, and
every
it's like,
fucking
damn,
day.
oh my gosh, just be wanting the exact same thing that. I'm sorry. Okay, I digress. Tap. We
No,
here.
go ahead. Talk about it.
No, I mean it's a real thing. Like for
Mm-hmm.
to go to sleep and to actually in the honestly the dreams are like so vivid
Mm-hmm.
and it's like it's happening right there in front of you and then when you wake up the shit is disappointing. It's like god damn it, put me back to sleep. And when
So
you go back to sleep of course it's not there no more.
why not? So a this is a little bit out there, but why not keep a dream journal write down those things that you want and plan for it. Like actually plan out those things that you happen. Like I've had fantasies that involve some extracurricular activities, and I keep that shit mentally. I keep it mentally locked, and I also have my notepad on my phone on my iPad. So when I have the ability to set up, like I definitely want to tie somebody to a fucking ceiling. I'm not even faking. That is, I had one of those dreams where he was fucking on the ceiling. I don't know how it's gonna happen, but I'm gonna find a way to make it happen. Hey, look, hey, that's my fantasy. But keep a log of that shit. Like, I don't see why your imagination shouldn't be the limitation. Reality shouldn't be the limitation with some expectations.
I was about to say, so here's the thing. Sometimes my extracurricular activities in my dreams can get a little extra. Okay. So I understand, I can understand keeping a dream journal and trying to plan out for those for those particular scenarios. However, some things can't plan out. I'm just saying.
I think I think a lot of people just they want to limit themselves. Don't do it. Like be expressive. Like
Mhm.
let your fucking flag fly. Do what you got to do. Find a way, and don't be so reserved. You're like, that's too much. You don't know if it's too much until somebody tells you it's too much. Till they give you their card of submission. Like, that's too far for me. That's a red flag for me. Fucking put it out there. The worst thing they can say is no, and then
No. Yeah.
you go find somebody who does. Exactly. My grandma also told me to write down my dreams, but I don't think she meant those. Hey, why did she say your dreams? Don't go looking because you might find grandma's dream book and it's got couple ideas in there.
And that's over me, thanks.
I don't want to know. I don't know. Granddad been passed about 10 years now. I don't want to know nothing. Nope. She got a boyfriend. Grandma, I'm not coming over your house. I call before I come.
She has a boyfriend?
Grandma got a boyfriend. Oh, yeah. Grandma probably got a boyfriend. She was not playing. She waited about 4 years after he passed. She got her boyfriend.
She has a boy. All right, then. Okay.
75. They in their 70s. I call before I go over there. I'm not knocking on nobody's door. I don't want to hear nothing.
Listen, I don't fault anybody who is older and just wants a companion. Like, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? We all know. Like my aunt Maydell, God rest her soul, she had how long her and John were together? She was married. She was married, and my uncle, he passed away or whatever. But she's had the same boyfriend since Jesus.
A long ass
Probably
time.
like this it's 70s, 80s, maybe earlier. Like she's like, like probably like late 70s. Like she's
She
had the
said
same
70s?
boyfriend and they were together. Huh?
Did you say the 70s?
70s, yeah. Same boyfriend.
Hey, it
I
works
thought
for
he
him.
was like more of like past 10, 15 year. Like I've known him since I was obviously born. So I was like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, I thought it was like maybe like right before me kind of thing. Because obviously my aunt like is my grandmother's sister. So like, I know she's older, like, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking like this is like, right before I was born or whatever. So I'm thinking in my head, oh, this is like maybe 25, 30 years or something like that. Oh no, baby. We was looking at like old pictures when she was like passing. We were like, I said, that's life in a
He been
1970 something
around that
photo,
whole time, and they never got married.
it's like, these hey, if you want them, you
Then.
know, have
I
them.
And
And
mean,
it's
it's
like
about
some people just
companionship
don't wanna get
and
married again. They just don't wanna do it, and I don't fault
right.
older people for wanting to have some form of company. If they
yeah.
want some form of company,
Right.
they're gonna have their company, hence why a lot of STIs still roam, the nursing homes and
Oh, that's because they just be fucking. They just be
rehabilitation
They just
going
be
from
fucking.
room to room over
because
them
they be in there
shows.
getting it. They be in there getting it in.
It was
So
some
they still need their
video.
company kept too. They
Yeah. It
still need their company kept too.
There was some video I was watching on YouTube, and it was old. He was an older guy. He was in a wheelchair, and he was just like, I just want you to touch it." Like talking to the lady, and she was like, he asked me. He propositions me every single day. And it's like,
At that
but you
age
think about it
though,
at that age. That's I'm on my way out. I want to have one last hurrah. I get it. Your wife probably passed away a couple of years before, and now you're lonely. You usually be able to do what you got to do. But what was that? The Lil Dicky song? He's like, I just want to be a man right now. You out. I gotta look.
See, I wonder if there's like a service for something like that. You know what I'm
Let
saying?
me
Oh
free.
yeah,
Older
it's bad.
people.
It's bad over here. Like it just dropped. It's back on again.
What had happened?
But yeah, I was just gonna say that like that's why a lot of like there's like a CNA that I know, but like there's a lot of like CNAs and nurses. They be getting a little harassed in the
I'm
nursing
saying there
homes.
should be.
Okay.
I really feel like there should be a service for something like that, like kind of like hospice care. You know what I'm saying? For
Us
older.
pussy king.
Hey,
That no,
I'm just
in this country
I'm
they
just
are not going to
saying.
allow that to happen.
I know that they're not going
We
to
can't
allow it
even get
to
legalized. They
happen.
won't even legalize freaking sex work. They're not going to. I mean, I agree with you. There should be there should be a service for a number of different things. We
There
shouldn't have
should be.
anybody in this country who shouldn't be able to get laid. There should be able to you
All
should be able
I'm
to go
saying,
pay
I
for
know
it,
that there's
get what you need done, get it out your system. We would have 10 times less issues if we just legalize sex.
I'm trying to tell
Legalize
I
you
sex
know
right
that
work.
now,
there's a
you could
lot of
not tell me that
CNAs
there would not be a market, especially for these old ass rich
I'm
granddaddies
agreeing with
out
you.
here
I'm
who
agreeing.
just
listen,
want
I
one
watched
last hurrah.
a TikToker who was a CNA, and she'd be like, "What you?" Let's just say Herbert. Like, "What you say, Mr. Herbert?" He's like, "I like your braids." She's like, "Thank you." He goes, "It go down to your waist." She's like, "Yeah." He goes, "Turn around. Let me see. Let me see your braids from the back."
Mm.
Like, I'm like,
Oh,
Mr.
slick ass.
Herbert,
Mr.
Oh,
Herbert,
slick
please.
ass. Yeah.
Oh my God.
But no, I truly think that they should legalize sex work. Like we shouldn't. It would if you made an actual industry, it would save a lot of lives out there on the street. You wouldn't have to worry about dudes who are the N word. I can't say what it is because we're on Twitch as well, and they'll take us down. But guys who don't get it on a regular basis or who never gotten it and are socially awkward, they don't want to deal with anybody like that. They shouldn't have to go out to Arizona and pay $5,000 for one fucking night. No, you should be able to go to a house on the block. That's where you go to get it. Me personally, never paid for it, but if I
You
was
know,
that hard up, I would rather just go pay for it instead of going crazy.
you know what's something
Mm-hmm.
I learned though through damn, I don't know what show it was, but obviously people who have like disabilities and in
Mm-hmm.
many different forms. There was these two people who have the same disability. They are dating, but they're not able to have sex like in the most quote unquote regular way, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they have I don't know if she's like a direct nurse or that she's like a sex nurse
Mm-hmm.
that when they want to get busy, she comes in and she properly puts them
Wait, wait.
on
In
the
place.
bed and
Mm-hmm.
she puts them in their positions because they can't like they're in motorized wheelchairs, like they can't
Yeah,
really they can't move. So, but they
they
can,
need
obviously
assistance.
talk and everything. They have a very sane, constant, frame of mind and everything. They know what's going on, they know what they're doing and
Mm-hmm.
everything. So she just
Mm-hmm.
puts them in their positions, let them do what they do, and then that's done, and then she gets them together again, which I did not know was a thing. Because I'm sure it's ran through some people's mind like, huh, like and it's something you think about and then you just go on about your business. It's not something that
Mm-hmm.
stays there. You just going about. And then when I was watching TV, then I was like, oh, I never knew that was a thing. That sex nurses. Well, look at that. We love to see that we don't let intimacy, we don't let disability stop the intimacy.
Yeah,
Love to
Mm-hmm.
see.
yeah, because they definitely still be out there. Be fucking too. Checking the comments on YouTube. Genocide Circus always felt like I would have taken up the offer of that lady in Fight Club that was dying of cancer. She looked like she would have rocked my socks. Facts. It was her last wish. That's all she wanted. She just wanted to
Mm-hmm.
have one last hurrah. I'd have, you know what, lady, let's go. Ty says, I would like to request male lot lizards, please. Okay. All right. Well, this has been fun. Ladies, if you will, tell them they can find you.
Yeah, sure. Guys, you can find me on TikTok, Twitter, and IG at TikTok at Royal_KP and on IG as Royal Rain. Members are OY4L.
You can follow me on TikTok at Chase Inc. CHAYESINC. And you can follow me on Instagram at Candy Taste Sweet. Because it's true, both of these places have my link to my Beacon's website where you can find all links that link to me, especially the King Kazay podcast, to make your life a little bit easier.
And don't you got something? You got something else, right? that you do on Saturday
Um,
nights?
oh yeah, so Black Girls React we do on live on Saturday nights 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll react to your favorite memes, viral videos, or sounds. And this coming up Saturday, yesterday was Smash or Pass Saturday. So this coming up Saturday is going to be Hoochie Daddy Saturday. So we're going
My
to be looking
God.
at
I'll be in attendance.
all the favorite Hoochie Daddy videos and men on TikTok. So if you have a favorite Hoochie Daddy that's out here showing thighs and print and all them things in between and got some nice buns on them, make sure you tag myself, Chase Inc., Irene the Passion Queen, Nate Boogie with the hoodie, or Shea Butter 84, and hashtag it Black Girls React, BLK Girls React. So that way we can showcase it on Saturday night at 8 p.m. on TikTok.
All right. And also, it's your boy Trey Proper everywhere. Blurs and Whiskey, Snack and Flick, Kinkazoid. And of course, with TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, just look up Trey Proper. Google me. We'll holler at you guys later. Oh, we'll be in the Discord.
Good night, everybody.
Peace.